Congratulations and welcome to this module about how to reach out to current people you know. And if you're here, it's because this is the recommendation you were given to come and watch this video to see how you use your warm audience to build a bigger audience of potentially cold people in the future. And if you're here, it's because this is the starting point for you to cash flow yourself into being able to grow this business with no outside funding and being able to bootstrap your way to a new success and a new avenue with new business. And so for that, I want to congratulate you for getting into this. So let's get into the training right away. So this is how to get your first or next 5 clients, okay? So I'm going to get right into it. Number 1, here's how you do this. Here's how you do the thing. You make a list of everyone you know right now. Yes, actually do this. And before you say, well, none of my people have money and none of that, any of that mindset stuff, get rid of it now. This is just like tactical doing stuff now. So just do the work right now before you let the mindset thing of all the people are broke, nobody has money, none of this works. None of these things need to happen right now. All that needs to happen is these steps right here, because we're going to break that down. If they don't have money, that's okay. But first, we need to do this first, okay? So step 1, make a list of everyone you know right now. Okay, so how do you make a list? Because that's the first question. Well, here's what you do. You go check the emails that you have of people that you've worked with in the past. You have the emails of the people you currently work with. You have the emails of people you've met over the time of events. You collect the phone numbers that you have. You check your phone database and you say, okay, all these people, my contacts here, who do I have in here? Who the social media friends and following do I have? What current clients do I currently have that can leverage this? What's my current prospects? How many people have I talked to but haven't bought from me in any area? It doesn't mean it's just tax planning. It could be tax returns, accounting, bookkeeping. It could be payroll. It could be tax resolution. Who current prospects are those, right? So you want to make a list of these 5 things. And I forgot to put on here, but events you've attended, people you've connected with through events. And so these are the 5, I guess, places you go find the list, because everyone here, if you're watching this, you have a list. You just don't think that they're the right list. And that's okay for now. Okay. So step number 2 is you want to add up all these contacts. And this is how you do it. So step 1, in the beginning, you have all these sources of contacts, like places you can actually get people. Okay. So let's imagine you have 100 emails. You just look through your emails and you're like, okay, I got that person, that person, that person, that person, that person, that person. I got 100 emails. Then I got 100 phone numbers. So I looked at my phone and I'm like, okay, I got 100 contacts. Now, this is actually 2 people. Okay, I consider them two different people. And here's why. Because someone answers the phone and some people text. So you take them as they are. And if you have 3 things, you have their email, their phone number, and you can text them, then you have 3 ways to connect with that person, and makes it even more relevant that you reach out to them. And then if you have 4 things in common, so sometimes these emails, these phone numbers, these text messages, and the Facebook friends and current clients all are in the same bucket. So meaning they all go into the same one. And that's okay for now, okay? You just need to create the pipeline for now, because this right here, what you're doing is building the foundation for a future success, and you don't even know it yet. Okay. So 500 friends, let's assume that this is all the assumptions, right? I'm just putting a base number here. And you work with 100 current clients. Now, even if they are EIC clients or they're just low level bookkeeper clients, they do payroll, they do tax resolution, whatever the scenario you have with these people, maybe they're credit repair people, it doesn't matter. For now, you just need to put pen to paper so you can get a number. Okay, and you have 50 prospects. So let's say we come up with 950 leads. What I'd recommend is you stop this video and you go do that now. All right, welcome back. I'm glad you did that part. Okay, so once you do that, then you're going to organize that list into these 3 types of people. Okay, so step number 1 was getting the list of the types of sources you can have. Then you count them. Now you're going to categorize them. Okay, and you're going to categorize them in 3 things: prospect, promoter, or neither. So let's address that now. A prospect is someone that can use your service or maybe could use your service, but you're not entirely sure. A promoter, you know for sure they cannot use your service, but maybe they can introduce you to someone who could. And then the last bucket is neither. If they're in this bucket, they're most likely not a good client nor a good connector. And that's okay. When you're starting out, I will tell you a quick note. It's okay to have more people in the neither bucket today. It's okay. Don't worry if you have people in there. In fact, the majority of you watching this video right now probably have like 75% of your people are in that bucket. And that's okay, because eventually it's going to switch, and that's the goal. In fact, when you start growing this business, it's actually never going to switch, because your ceiling, when you grow, becomes the floor. And then now you have a different bucket of new people that you want to work with once you've exhausted the people you've already worked with. Okay. And so don't get discouraged. I want to excite you and let you know it's okay. All right. Number 4, once you've done step 1, 2, and 3, then you're just going to recalculate what you did in the beginning. Okay. And so here's how you did it, right? So let's go back for step 3. And step 3, you put them into buckets. You put them into 3 different buckets: prospect, promoter, or neither. Prospect, promoter, or neither. You put that next to their name or next to the contact. Okay. And so you recalculated. And let's assume you had that same 950, but you actually came up with 100 contacts or 100 clients that you could potentially reach out to and have this conversation with. You had 200 promoters that maybe they are not the client, but maybe they are. Who knows? And maybe they can connect you with someone. And then you had 650 people. You're just like, there is no way I'm talking to those people about anything that I'm doing. Like, there's just nothing they can do with me. I'm done with them. They're dead to me. Whatever you want to say. And that's okay. All right. Step number 5. And this is where it's really important. You've done all these 4 steps. Now it's time to put the pedal to the metal. Now it's actually time to do something. All right. And I hope you're okay with that, because that's why you're here. And the greatest thing about this is that it's a non-sleazy, non-salesy process of really just introducing your services to old clients and to introduce them to new prospects, all at the same time with scripting too. Okay. And this is how you start. You start with your prospects, which is the first tier that I gave you above. Okay. You start with the prospects. And the reason why you want to go in this order is prospects are closest to money. So when you're focused, when you're like, what should I put my attention on today? Should it be a logo? Should it be a website? What should it be? It is the closest thing to money. So wherever the closest thing to money is, that's what you focus on. And if you're not focused on that, you need to reestablish what you're focusing on and say, this is the most important thing right now, until I get to the point where I can breathe and actually do stuff and have money to do stuff. Then other things become important. But for now, if you don't have money and this is what you need to do right now to make some money so you can go into paid ads, or you can go into posting content, or you can go into cold outreach, then this is what you're doing right now. Nothing else matters. Okay. So now you have your targets. You start with your prospects. And for current clients, this is what you'll say.